यत्र विश्वमिदं भाति कल्पितं रज्जुसर्पवत् ānandaparamānandaḥ bodhastvaṃ sukhaṃ cara. You are that consciousness, bliss supreme, upon which the universe appears superimposed, like the snake on a rope. Live happily as that blissful consciousness. Ashtavakra takes off from where he left us in the last verse. Burn the forest of ignorance with the certitude I am pure self, and be happy, be in bliss, he said in the previous verse. As if this verse is a continuation of the last verse. He starts with that bliss and says, you are that consciousness, supreme bliss. Consciousness, chit, when it is expressed, when it is known, when it manifests in this creation with a human form, it can only be expressed, known, manifested as Ananda, bliss. This is a state of tremendous joy which is inconceivable and unimaginable. This is referred to as Satchitananda because it is the state of complete jnana, a pure, unadulterated state of consciousness and supreme joy. It is here in this state that a sadhaka get the bodham, knowledge of the true source of I amness or isness. When one is ever the pure consciousness, bliss or Satchitananda, then what perhaps could be the relation he will have as pure consciousness with this creation, because he is in essence is spirit and the creation in essence is matter. Both are different in their nature. Some schools said creation does not exist at all. Some schools said creation is a mithya. It's a falsehood. Vedanta, especially Shankara, did not say either of them. He recognized the existence of creation but said, creation exists, but only apparently. A mirage exists in a desert. While most of the travelers may mistake the mirage for real water, a traveler with wisdom looks at the mirage and says, it may look like water, but it is not water. Similarly, while the ignorant jivas may consider creation as real and get attracted to the world of objects and get enslaved to the objects in creation, wealth, woman, power, etc., a jnani sees the world, recognizes the existence of this creation, but is always and ever aware of the fact that creation is only a mere appearance, a superimposition on his real essence, self. The analogy of rope and snake is used in Vedanta in almost every treatise and even repeated few times within some treatise as well. Often you see something dark, long in its structure, lying on the ground in a zigzag manner. From a distance, it almost appears as a snake. Only when you reach near it, you look at it within a very close distance. Move it with your leg and then pick it and hold it in your hand. You laugh and say it is just a rope. It has to be noted that just due to your mistaken notion that it is a snake, the rope never loses its real existence as a rope. It has to be noted that just due to, it's repeated, going near the rope and experiencing it to be a rope and not a snake is equivalent to getting closer to the experience in your sadhana that you are the self. In your nididhyasana, in your meditation, after you have gone through the Shravanam and Mananam process where your Guru has taught that you are not this Jiva, but you are verily the Self. The laughter upon realizing that it is a rope and it is not a snake. This laughter is, in terms of sadhana, is the bliss one experiences upon realizing that one is verily the pure self. Chinmaya echoes the same Shravana process in his commentary, where he writes, all these verses are extremely helpful to a student who has started crawling upon the path of meditation, to remember verses and chant them slowly to ourselves in some quiet place with eyes open and our attention turned into ourselves shall lift us into profound heights in subjective reflection. Manana, practice of manana, puts a tiger in the tank of the vehicle of meditation, he says. To a jnani, why he teaches to his disciples, since they cannot take the shock if he says the world never exists at all, there is no creation at all, he has to teach What is the essence of this verse? He has to teach them, yes, day in and day out, you are in the creation. You are experiencing so many things in your creation at your physical level, BMI level. Agreed. But you have to realize, you have to believe me when I tell you, when I teach you, that the world with all its glitter, the world with all its positive and negative things, is but a mere appearance, a mere superimposition, like the clouds superimposing the bright sun. Like the sun shines when the clouds go away, similarly, in your sadhana, let go the appearance, apparent creation, so that you as self shine. And thus, as the shining self, be ever happy, be ever in Ananda, or be the Ananda, be ever in you, who are verily the reservoir of supreme Ananda, bliss. Hari Om Tat Sat.